saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in.
I broke in Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real.
EA Sports entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints take.
On outside of Los Angeles, last stop in town before I hit the road, and it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me, and I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly, but the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot, well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know, yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you.
Oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in.
What's that? She said, if you gon' make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you gon' make me dance, I'll stay forever. So sung how I wore when it came.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, as I say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He completes it to Olave. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
1st and 10, Taylor now. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go, set.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing now is Carr.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. Crack all 80. Crack all 80.
Throwing to start the drive. Holt. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Come on, come on. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Set it. Cougar 19. 19.
Now they'll change things up.
Panther 60. Go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Here's a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Over the middle, it's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
On 4th down, Holt. That's to his running back, complete. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
A handoff off as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
2nd and 9 at the Saints' 15-yard line.
We're scoreless after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Go! Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling lead to no yards gained.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Up the middle they go. Strickland. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Strickland. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw his Carr. Olave holds it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
First down.
Carr now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw from his end zone. Holt firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw from his end zone. Holt. And that's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Dances by him. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throws the comeback. Olave's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
All the way. 60. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw, it's Carr. Now he's going to step up and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Strickland. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A back foot throw there is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Ready, go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Right side complete, that's Woods. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
Ready up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he stopped immediately there. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Bronco 80.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Okay, ready.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, switch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Holt. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Swift going to try up the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
60 Vikings. Here we go. Strike. Go.
Operating from the gun. Holt. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Strickland. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll run on first down. It's Strickland. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr going to throw. He gets it to Addison. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Carr. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Carr. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Theo Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Holt able to avoid him at the 40. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's tough to play zone defense where they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar night.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but we create space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And not able to break away this time.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
Big Lion. Go, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 28. It's a gain of 35.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On play action, now Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
But they're certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate with that last one.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Hold it ready.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive are coming. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Ready. 19, 18, Cougar 19. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On the set.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On 1st down, Strickland. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Carr. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Come on.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw. Holt. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Carr. That's caught by Addison. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Carr to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing his Carr. Connecting with Johnson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Carr. This is caught by Addison. And he won't get any further as he's taken down right there at the 24.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Strickland. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Strickland fighting his way through contact. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. 24. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
He's back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been